here.
Yeah, I remember now why I didn't want to go too far, because now we have to go to Old Muckwood and he's gonna give us a quest to kill the work leader and then back to Old Muckwood for the last time, so it's a lot of back and forth for this quest. And regularly I would say maybe it's not worth it, but we are halfway through with this quest chain, so might as well finish it, right? So we're just gonna ride a horse, ride Old Trusty Limbad there and back again, and do this as fast as we can.
What can I do for you? Greetings.
So you defeated a good number of lords. You have a hand for this, that much is certain. I finished my cooking too, I think. Maybe not quite yet, but I'm sure this will draw other leader or leaders, and then you'll defeat them and make the road safe for travelers, that's what. And we'll have more guests that they
Might I speak with you a moment?
Once you have finished this last errand, the works will no longer be a threat to the travelers along the greatest road. There is
What
a
can I
signpost
do for
on the
you?
road to Ninehead, and a path near this signpost winds southwards. Of course that is northward from here. If you follow the path as it slopes into a mild depression to the southwest, you will arrive at a stone structure, like an ancient table or a flagged section of ruin.
Greetings.
Bring the gruel I have prepared to that table and pour some of it onto the stone. I am certain that the leader will come running to the food, thinking it the cooking of some foolish man. When you have slain the creature, come back here. I mean, I think,
Hello,
yeah,
friend.
this is
Can I help you with
a
something?
chain that could use a little bit more streamlining. But I don't see the lotro team doing that for just one tiny and really short quest chain on an area that otherwise is pretty much done. I don't see the lotro team reworking the Lowlands anytime soon. Now, something that I have realized now that I've taken a limbo is that there is plenty of horses for the new Midsummer Festival. And one horse as well, but I think that one is for completion of the new epic book. But that one has the white tree emblem. I'm not sure about that, but that's making second guess a little bit the purchase of this steed. But if the new horses get behind the epic, I think it all evens out in the end. I'll need to check that with my high level characters, or well, any other character, I guess. As I was telling you before on the previous episode, I'm not planning on doing this festival with Beriathan yet. In the meantime, let's just take care of Shade Hall. So that we can go back to Old Muckwood and continue
Greetings.
quests. I
Greetings.
think now it's a good time to
You may help the Yorskin.
to just get this
Do you
one,
come with peaceful words?
this one on the quest tracker. You see? Over here in the mountains. Just like I showed you. Okay, so let's start this quest really quick and make our way to Refer Quicksilver. And hopefully by completing this quest from Old Muckwood and The Vector with Ruffled Quicksilver will let us level up to level 24 before starting all the quests inside those ruins. Fingers crossed, we'll see, we'll see.
Well, the gall of some folk.
We did it! You watch, those works will think twice about chasing down anyone now that you have slain their leader. We'll be heroes at the Forsaken Inn, you'll see. I owe you, friend. Here, take one of these for all that you've done.
How can I be of service?
Like what? Like... the gloves, I guess, but... not too much useful, I think. But that is enough. I mean, we only need 59 experience points to level up, so our friend Refer Quicksilver should give us more than that, really. And we'll also see what new skill we get when we level up. Entrance. I just need. Okay, here he is also a vendor. That's good.
I am at your service.
Colonel sent you. Good man he. It is true that the two within discovered the west. I think for long ago I lived on the Eggline. To tell him to find these cousins of mine and aid them in their search. Who knows what's right to send us something in the east here? We are still not entirely sure what it is. Perfect. Oh, that's great. I forgot. Battle preparation. I love it. Let us double check God, because we got a lot of gambits as well. So, we got Safeguard. Rest what? Safe what? Ah, well, Conviction we did get at an early level, and I had forgotten about that. Safeguard, Celebration, and Restoration. And Fierce Resolve, First Life. What else do we got here? A lot of preparation. God, a lot of gambits. Damn. Let's get complete or Destination Northland. The town of Trestle Bridge is in a terrible state. They are besieged by orcs at their northern and southern borders and are sending out general calls to any that they feel may be able to assist them. That will do. First, let's equip these shoulder guards. And this shirt. And now we can take them out of the quick slots. The festival, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so these dwarves over here are gonna begin a quite lengthy quest chain. And I think it would be better to do all that chain in just one setting. So we're just gonna take the quest from them and leave this place for future. I sometimes think I ought never have left the mountains and the home of my ancestors, but I sought after a life of adventure. After too many years looking, I found myself lost and then found again here amongst the Eggline. I have been here a long time now and consider myself one of them, but there are remnants of my own heritage that never stray, friend. And those remnants get stirred in times like this. I hear rumor of dwarves working with orcs to despoil the tombs beneath the ruins of Thandovel to the south. I wish to know what kind of dwarf would tolerate orcs, much less deign to work alongside them. Go to Thandovel and bring me one of their banners. That's one, and now we got a couple dwarves in here that will give us plenty of quests as well. Ah, and an antique vase, cool. I left the expedition moving towards the east to investigate what the Darklands are doing here in the Lowlands. We have seen both orcs and dwarves in this place, and nothing here makes a dwarf feel welcome. Our fears are that the orcs and Darklands are trading with my father. Nay, we fear that they are working together, supplying one another with materials, tools, and weapons, and I want to stop history. Go into the ruins below and see if I can find any orc-made weapons in the Darklands in the section to the west. Return to me if you find any. This will tell me plainly what we face.
Might you lend me an ear?
Reverend Quicksilver outside is no member of the Longbeards. He is no member of the Darkhands either. I know only this. He is a dwarf and an honorable one at that. He may have left his settled lands, but he remembers that he is Darkland can no longer be considered part of the greater dwarf kingdom, having fallen enough to live so close to wolves without the sound of battle. Because of this, I am requesting that you lend us your aid, defeat the Darkhands and the orcs in this ruin, and return to me. Oh my god. These spaces. So I'm tempted to go in there. We'll wait. There is something within the walls, something of value. I can feel it. Orcs likely can't do, and of course the Darkhands know, but they seem more interested in the ruins to the north and west. The orcs are fine at making weapons and crude tools, but my feeling is right, they require specific tools. I bet that's what the Darkhands are giving them. Hunt down the orcs and see what they are getting down from the Darkhands. Return to me when you have evidence that there is something going on between the Darkhands and orcs in this ruin. So, we have plenty of quests to do, but I think this is a good place to quest in this ruin thing. So yeah, we'll leave it here. I'll see you back on the next episode. I will make sure to go to the auction house and get some of the apprentices and journeyman materials to get up to date with the crafting. And I'll let you know in the next episode how it goes. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching Citadel Guard Adventures once again. Please consider subscribing if you like what you see here and leaving a comment. In the meantime, take care and stay safe, and I'll see you back in the next episode. Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. On the previous episode, we finished cleaning up some quests on Minas Tirith. Now we're ready to continue here in Yorvinas. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Anyways, we're ready to continue. So if you remember from the last episode, we have already taken all the quests available on this area. So we are ready to get right into the action. And you can also see here something that I got from a Hobbit present a couple days ago, which is a large Gondorian with the white green teeth. Really cool, I think. So even better. But anyway, let's decide where to go first. So that Gondorian kite, I've done mostly festivals and that kind of stuff. I'm already loving this place. A lot of scholar materials in here. Let's try first resolve our first life tap that we got previous episode as well. I had not realized I still have slotted equipped the stone of the tortoise. Let's equip the pocket item. And why the stone of the tortoise? As you can see here, I took care of the master tier for the apprentice and journeyman levels of crafting, and as I told you on the previous episode, I'm not a fan of craft XP. I don't think you need craft XP to level up, so that's why I had the stone of the tortoise equipped, and I forgot to unequip it, but luckily I realized before it was too long. A real nice place to come for expert scholar artifacts, it seems. That's great. Good to keep in mind, because so far from all the places Brethan has traveled on Brilland and the Lowlands, this seems the more scholar friendly. Okay, here is a boss that I don't remember, but I think we already have a quest to kill this guy. No, not yet, but we'll get one shortly.
There is a gaunt lord here.
With the life taps, we shouldn't have the life taps and our self heals, because that's something that we got on the previous
I have a
episode too.
task for you.
We got safeguard, celebration of skill, and restoration. So we have our full array of healing gambits.
I don't know how I can
I
help.
think this is the point in which I can truly say we have become basically unstoppable. I mean, we really need to be overwhelmed by enemies for our self-heals not to be effective. There is a base, an antique base on the upper level. So let's go to the upper level. Take care of him. That's one. And the other one right here. Great. Now, let me
What do you need?
refresh my memory. What else are we missing? The dwarf banner.
Stay a moment.
Basically, the dwarf pickaxe. So this first set of quests were really actually quite simple. Now the dwarf banner, for that one I think we'll need to exit through one of the doors. This one I believe. let's try and get out. Dwarf pickaxes. And this is killing orcs, not dwarves. So I mean, this is like the only downside to accepting the quest and not doing them afterwards, because it's really easy to forget what you need to do on each one of those. Well, it's not a big deal anyways, you just open the quest log and that's it. I thought we might have had racial need for the orcs, but yeah, as far as I remember, the race of men doesn't get a racial for that. We have orcs, whites. I think those are the ones. Don't be shy. Okay. Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Aww. Okay, maybe this is the door that will lead us to the dwarf banner. I'm not sure, but let's check. To find another way in, and then we'll go for the banner. Okay, more orcs. Right, now we're only missing the dwarf banner, and I think we can exit through this door now that we're here. And make our way to the ruins of Vanderbilt. Maybe this javelin would be nice to have. Light armor, not so much. Definitely it is. So far so good. This is the dwarf banner that we were looking for. And now we can go back to our friend Rapper Quicksilver. Let's see what he has to say. I know this blazon. My father told me of a revolting battle long ago against a host of the elves in Ered Luin. Skorgrim, a leader of the Darhans to whom this blazon belongs, led the assault and drove the Darhans to near destruction. Buried beneath the mountains was he, by the quick actions of the elves' leader, who sacrificed himself to deny Skorgrim's victory. Darhans and liquid orcs. Grim newts indeed, and there is no doubt of what must come next. This dwarf is not one to brook betrayal, and I now know that the Dark Hands are betrayers to all the free peoples. Consorting with orcs is deserving of only one punishment. I'll not say that I'm pleased by this situation, Veriathan, nor will I look an opportunity sidelong when it stares me in the face. Dwarves or not, this Dark Hands needs to be dealt with, and you seem to be more than suitable to the cause. I have a request for you then. Return to Tandovel and wreak vengeance upon the Dark Hands in the name of all the free peoples, but let us see something good come out of this evil. Bring me the axes of the Dark Hands, for metal is not evil, and dwarf metal can be used to the benefit of us all.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Somewhere in Mithrenost, there is a dwarf who oversees the labors of the Dark Hands. Though the Dark Hands have gone against their nature by consorting with orcs, all hope for them may not be lost. Find the overseer of the Dark Hands and defeat him. His defeat may break the resolve of his followers, and they may well turn from the dark path upon which they tread. Bring me evidence of the overseer's downfall, and I will hold you honored for your efforts on behalf of the Eggline. The overseer will be savvy and strong. Be wary if you hope to defeat him. As I thought, sturdy and bearing the fine sharp point needed to cut through the thick stone, I would rather using swords and axes. This is ill news indeed, but it speaks to an issue that has long haunted the Dark Hands and one that we can likely stop here and now. Logi will handle the issue with our ill-fated cousins. I want to focus on the orcs and seeing that they fail at whatever their various purposes are here. I would wager that there is a leader in the depths of this place, likely a larger orc hiding in the flames but ruling from the darkness. I have oft heard the name Ashrak spoken among the orcs. Perhaps this is the name. Search through this place, find the service leader, then return.
What do you want?
I can hardly believe what I am seeing. Dwarves and orcs are enemies. This is something that should never have occurred. Never. Our cousins have fallen so far in these long years. Now it is clear to me that their leader must meet an end. I knew it, full Dark Hands. We should be the dwarves of the Dark Hands. There must be a leader here that makes them do these things. The Dark Hands must be stopped, and I am willing to bet that there is a leader among them who directs the who needs to be removed so that the leader can hold up their heads up with pride. This is my task. Find this leader, likely in some hidden passage or lair, eliminate him, then return to me. I think you should look first within your evidence. The ruins there would be an ideal lair for such a mongrel. So, Angar Iron Guard, we already got the guy that sadly we didn't have. And it seems there is plenty of people today here in the area, so might take a while to find him. I don't know, we'll see. Now, we don't need to kill orcs to advance these quests, but might as well. The issue here is the archers. Because melee orcs, you can pull all of them in one spot and just AoE them down, but not with the ranged ones. Like all these guys here. And we take them here to this guy. Perfect. And we can also pull these guys. The orc leader, whose name I will not try to pronounce again, should be right here. Okay, so we got a new class deed, never say die, and that is strike with safeguard. Now, do we have a deed for celebration of skill or restoration? I don't think we do. Now, the orc leader should be here, but yeah, taking quite a while for many of these mobs to appear. But let's try and kill some of these guys first. And let's see if we can get another advantage up. I don't think we
Greetings.
will, but
Stay a moment.
hurt to check.
What do you need? Could I speak with you a moment?
I'm
Stay
quite
a moment.
confident the guy should spawn here on this corner, but he's not here.
Might I take a moment of your time?
So let's give it another
Might I
round.
take a moment of your time?
Let's go and look for Angar, Iron God. Maybe we leave the bleed dots from the cycle. That should be enough to do this. Alrighty. So it doesn't hurt traversing this area as much as we're doing. We're getting a lot of scholar items, so I'm enjoying this quite a lot. But maybe we can avoid some of these guys nonetheless. I'm here. You know you want to follow me. Okay, it seems the orcs are now starting to respawn, so it'll be any minute now. Let's give it just one more minute, and in the meantime, let me double check my class deeds. We have precise blow, blocking attacks. Okay, here's the guy. Perfect, so that's one. And now we're only missing Angar, Iron God. There he is. Perfect. Now we're only missing the more Darahans. And, well, I was double checking here. Critical strike, that's another one. Blocking attacks, deft strike. I think we can complete this one today. Strong voice, war cry, and safeguard. Yeah, we should be able to complete that. The deft strike class did. Now the Darhead Overseer should be here, but first, okay, there is an empty space there, but first let me double check We have tried all the gambits we have available, and we have unlocked as many class dates as we can. The thing is, I'm not sure. Would be faster just checking the wiki. Might as well do that after I finish this episode. Let us roll 4. Over is here. Let's pull some guys here. A little bit crazy. Let's see how we do. And the only thing we're missing really is never surrender. What I mean, you have celebration of skill, well, restoration actually. You have restoration, which is the biggest self-heal you have. You have conviction, which is also one of the biggest ones. But yeah, not too bad, I would say. And with Shorty of Death, these guys will not know what hit them. The only issue here is they like to stun a lot, and that's quite annoying. But once again, nothing we can't handle. Nothing we can here. Maybe we can, but I don't want to risk it. So let's go back the long way. What else? We have heavy armor. No thanks. Another sword. For a chance and agility. That might be good. Let's take this one too. And let's go back. And I think that's basically all the quests that there are on the area. Oh, come on. You please stop. So yeah, I think after turning this quest in the... What are you gonna do? Are you gonna send us to the school? Maybe. We'll see. Just a moment. Always wait. Fourth leaders are a dangerous set. It is good to know that you are as artsy and adventurous as yourself. You have earned this reward, and so too have you earned the respect of this dwarf and the respect of my king. What else?
What do you want?
Already I feel the fire of my blood beginning to cool. The fooled our hands need to remember their place. It is bad enough what they did to Thorin's hall. I, an old dwarf of good repute, owe you a debt of gratitude, Periathan. Take this, and know that you have made a friend this day and wiped a black smuggle as much from the world. Back to Refer Quicksilver here. I'm getting reputation with Thorin's hall. Okay, cool.
I am at your service.
Ah, fine iron indeed. not as commonly as other weapons, but still made by dwarf hands and crafted with care. I shall smell the ill deeds from these weapons and craft them newly into arms and armor for all to use. Do not see shame in what you have done, but gain strength from the knowledge that you have done your part to stop the spread of evil. Let's take the cloak.
At your service and your families.
Gunulf and Gadaric did well with choosing you, a fine upstanding sword you turned out to be. Though it pains me to know that my brethren have fallen so far, I am pleased to have gained the kinship you offer, Beryathan. I took a certain liberty with some of the metal of the axes you collected, and crafted this fine piece for you. You can do with it as you will. The thing is that there's nothing a warden can use really.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
The orcs are working with our hands. This is terrible news. The orcs are recent arrivals in these lands and have been busy digging at a ruin in the east. They have slain many Eggland and taken another of the ruins that we once claimed as our own. Could it be that the Dour Hands assisted them in this? Friend Beryathan, will you make your way down the road? You will find Ghost and the leader of the Eggland, Frederick the Elder. Tell him this much. Yeah, we're ready to put us through. That's great. Let's equip the cloak that we just got. And let's leave here the javelin and the sword. We have for when we are ready to use them, we meet the level requirements. So we have in there Ostgurud in the distance, and I think this is a fantastic shot. Once again, the sunset in Lotro and the sky is it's unbelievable. So yeah, it was well deserving of a screenshot, if I may say so myself. And let's go to Ostgurud. So now, what kind of quests are we gonna do? Because I think this is the moment in which the Lonelands opens up. Previously, as you have seen on the other episodes, progression was quite linear really. But now we'll get to Ostgurud. We'll get to the area 9 and for spiders. We will be sent here by the Epic. But there are a lot more quests in the area as well. All that we have in Ostgurud, the Earth-King clan that should be right here-ish, I believe. And afterwards, all this, well, the Red Pass and Harkmar, part of the Epic, and then Agamaur and Garth Agarwen, which are not required and in some cases might be a challenge, trying to solo some of those areas. So yeah, there is plenty of stuff to do, and I'm not sure if we will do it all.
What do you need?
So first of all, discover the Stable Master. And now we are here. Second of all, let us bind the milestone to Ostgurud, and now we can continue.
How can I be of service?
Hail to you, Beryathan. I am Frederick, Elder of the Eggline. I know of your deeds. We are already in your debt. You have done much to assist the people of the Eggline, and I thank you for your efforts. As Gadaric and Hunulf explained, the passage of Black Riders out of the west brought a shadow to our home. Orcs came from the south, careful not to cross paths with the orcs from the north and their dwarf allies. The half-orcs have long been a threat, as well as the spiders, while the orcs and Crevine all came with orcs and goblins. Worse still, themselves. sought refuge from the cultures over the last bridge. They are not violent, but they have trailed evil with them. There is also another matter, but I will not yet speak of that to you. In time, perhaps. You will learn of this greatest danger to the egg line. Oh, great! And we finished the quest deeds. Perfect. We have loyalty on level 4, we can equip that right away. We just missed an explorer and slayer deeds. Maybe we can complete the explorer deed, I'm not sure. Let's equip this in the meantime. Let's see.
What can I do for you?
This news isn't welcome. We knew only that these orcs came from the north and west. They came under cover at night, lit fires at the ruins, and slaughtered our folk who were there. Since that time, they have turned their attentions east towards the Great River and south to the Mire. They leave the northern swamp for the dead. You, Beryathan, are in the home of the Eggline. We ask that you treat our people and the land about you with respect. Okay, well, so we have Oscurs to the Forsaken. I don't think we need that.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Beryathan, if you are to assist us, then you must know what has transpired thus far. Hannah, a girl within our encampment, visited the swamp to the north and east. She discovered an ancient relic lying out upon one of the ruins. We collect that which the ruins offer, as you know, and she thought not enough consequences, as we have never seen reprisal. On this day, there was something different in the swamp. Something stirred and frightened the girl, so that she now has fits in her sleep. I fear for her, friend. Will you find Hannah and speak with her to discover what visions plague her dreams? Alright. Plenty of quests for us in here. Deckwald's face contorts briefly in a look of anguish before he fights back the pain and issues a smile. This is my wife's. I gave it to her before we came to live in the Eggline. It was lost when she was struck down at Naros. You have given me something that I cannot truly repay, but I will give you something of import to me in an effort to repay you. Okay. Let's clear our back really quick. So, this shield no longer necessary. The tunic. Okay, we can equip this. And bracer. Shield. Sword we will keep. Office. Cooking lore. Store lore. More gauntlets. Warden lore. An earring. There's clothes, flying champion. That should be it. Let's repair. And let us see the solar lore. Not necessary.
What do you need?
Alright, level 25. So we have a new class, a new trait point to use. And let's get additional light damage. This will come in handy. Now, what does guys have to say?
Stay a moment.
No doubt you've seen spindly crawlers weaving their webs and trapping their prey, which happens to be anything that has life within its veins. Crawling monstrosities is what they are. Nothing good comes from them, and I have seen too many fall prey to their hidden nests. These foul vermin do not deserve the life they take so freely. Bring my vengeance upon them.
Why to take a moment of your time?
All that you have done for the egg line proves your honor. I shall not doubt your intentions again, but I shall ask a favor of you. I am sure that you have seen the variety of spiders throughout the Lowlands. You may not know of the elders that lead this vile brood. It is they who are to be feared the most. I ask you now that you go to Amon Ross and slay the elders. They have lived for too long, preying upon the helpless, and must be destroyed.
Stay a moment.
By my word, know that my wife and son fell to the brood to the west, but they were not the only ones to fall to the spiders in the vale. The egg line have lost so many through the years. Other families have lost siblings and loved ones to the spiders, and more recently to the works stuck in the wild. I have a request for you which may prove fruitless, yet I hope it shall yield solace for many. In Amon Ross, where the spiders dwell, you likely saw many sacks of eggs. These sacks will bring more evil into the world, and the grief will continue. Will you go and destroy the eggs before they hatch? The spiders' number grow each day, while the good folk of Ostgurud dwindle.
Stay a moment.
Always we struggle to survive, and we have done well in all the years I have dwelt at Ostgurud. But this is something the like of which I have not seen before. With the elders working to defend against the evil in Agamaur, it falls to the rest of us to see to other defenses. This, my friend, is where I come to you. Our numbers are few, and those capable of wielding a weapon are best kept close to Ostgurud. You, however, are able to walk freely through the land and assist us in ways in which we cannot help ourselves. In the west, beneath the shadow of Amon Ross, lie great nests of venomous spiders among the ruins. Some are more potent than others. Now we have ways passed down through the ages of distilling the venom of the lesser spiders and making a medicine which helps to cure poison. If the venom is too potent, it cannot be distilled. I need you to collect the poison sacs from ruin web hunters and ambushers and bring them to me. So we're gonna clear a lot of spiders now. The other two quest rings you might have seen on the minimap. One of those is Hannah, which is gonna give us a quest for the swamp in Agamaur, and Radagast inside the tower. We also have a quest for us in that area, so let's clear this place of spiders first, and then we'll continue with that. It. Now, let's see where else can we go. Nope. Oh, come on. These webs. Okay, so it seems Garliv today is quite talkative.
Greetings.
Sorry for not paying attention to you, buddy. I got caught on the quests. Now, what do we have here? We have completed Defenses of the Lowlands
How can I be of service?
and Friend to the Lowlands. And 15 lotro points, so it's been a good day. So, let's see.
How
This
can
is
I be
now
of service?
allied to the egg line. Did complete it. Friend of the egg line with the title Eggland Friend. But we also have in here Defenses of the Lowlands. What are we missing to complete the Explorer did for that? The Weathertop Exploration. Ehatsul. That's the one I always forget where to find. But the epic will get us there eventually, so I don't worry too much about that. For now, let's continue Now we have unlocked more instances. Fornost.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Alright. Now let's continue checking. Just don't get why we got shorty of that before rank of victory. I'm sorry, I'm not most likely beating on a dead horse, but it's just so weird. Overpowered and fun nonetheless, but it makes you wonder a little bit. So here we have more spider sacks. Another scroll case. Gotta check those when we get back to Ostgurth. Maybe I will find a cool recipe inside, hopefully. Let's take care of this too. Oh, and I've not forgotten, we also got battle preparation, yes. Got so many gambits and skills on the last episode that, yeah, easy to forget. Web spinner or the web weaver, one of those two should be close nearby.
You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Greetings.
At least
You may
That's-
help with your skill.
remember I thought. Got the spiders, and the egg sacks. We're only missing the poison sacks. Signature ones. Most of those should be in this area, I believe. What's up with these webs? Alright, I saw one of those. The web weaver. Let's take care of the
How
web
can I be of service?
as well.
How may I help you today?
And now web spinner. If memory serves me right, the web spinner is a black one. Where is it? Web spinner, where is it? There it is. No, it wasn't the black one, my bad. I took it for another one. Perfect. More quests. Here, let's get it. Interesting, really. Okay, so let's turn these quests, and that would be a nice spot to finish the episode. Let's get back to Ostguruth and turn all this in.
What can I do for you?
I hope at some point a potential warden revamp. I mean, they said they were gonna
can I
look
do for you
at the
today?
warden especially. Well, it's not Blue Warden exclusive, but I hope that at some point they revamp Forced March so that it doesn't deactivate anytime you enter combat. I mean, I don't get why. If it already says on the skill description that it boosts your out of combat speed, why do you need to deactivate when you enter combat? That doesn't happen with the Hunters Find a Path. And it would be nice if Wardens could have this kind of quality of life improvement added to them.
Greetings.
I have not been wholly forthcoming with you, Veritan, but I was afraid you might not be as honorable as rumor tells. But I shall now tell you my tale so that you might understand my
Much
hatred.
has happened.
I was at Nyrost when the goblins came. My son and I fled as the orcs and goblins poured into the ruins, slaughtering all who could not escape them. My son stumbled at the edge of the ruin and slipped into the chasm below. I struggled to reach him,
Greetings,
but there
friend
was no hope.
of the wild.
The spiders were upon him nearly as soon as he touched their webs. They took my son from me as they took his mother's many years back. My heart is heavy with shame for not telling you the truth.
What can I do for you?
This news will ease the suffering of many, though it seems a task without thought. We are not a people accustomed to venturing against such foes. You are a hero to the Eggline and deserve all that you shall receive in reward. And I thank you for
Are
the
you
thought,
prepared to
but
leave?
None of this is something that is especially
The
useful
Gaunt
for me.
Lord Ivar
Greetings.
spreads corruption
Your
through
efforts to
Agamo,
curb the spread
the
of the
Red
spiders
Swamp,
may bring at least
raising a
some respite
host
from
of
our
evil
grief.
to do
You
the
have my
bidding
thanks,
of
Veritan.
Angmar.
And you. You have done well, my friend. This will aid us in preventing the death of many should we find ourselves beset by spiders.
Would you do something for me?
Really? You likely know by now that there are orcs in the south holding vigil on the ruins where once men stood proud and foolish. Now disease threatens to spread from us to Kern. The orcs have no concern for what we breed in the field. Meat is left to rot and spoil, and the innards of the fetid dead bloat and give birth to all manner of disease and corruption. We must seek to curb the plague before it spreads, and so I turn once again to you. There is only one way to destroy the plague-bearing field led by the orcs. Fire. Take this tinder and flint and make your way to us turn in the south. Take the orcs as well. The fire will kill the fire will away. maybe there's another quest to find there, I'm not sure. Let's check before we finish this episode. Yeah, it seems so.
Speak with you a moment.
Your first efforts against the orcs in the south proved more than capable. Already I have seen some faces through the camp bearing smiles where once there were none. I am grateful for your assistance, truly, but I will ask another favor of you now. The orcs train beasts of war which have discovered our scouts, injuring some and slaying others. These stalkers strike fear into the hearts of my people, and if we can show them courage, we can further the work you have begun. I speak of the orcs, roaming the land south and west of Ostfjord, especially in the areas surrounding Ostkern. The orcs mark the beasts that they favor by scarring their paws. Gather such scarred paws from this foe, and we will show the eggline that they remove fear from this. You are a man the eggline as a prey by the beasts from gathered paws. This is why I feel that I'm not concerned with you. Orcs came from the north, the cover of night to Ostfjord. The ruin began the work of southwest. If you have spoken to brothers with silver, then you know that these orcs are unique with the dwarves of the time on the road. The threat of orcs supposed to work through it shakes the confidence of my people. We have suffered so much recently, and the rise of these remaining hordes has upset my people greatly. If you are willing to assist us, I will ask that you go to Ostkern and make war upon the orcs to show the eggline that there are folk willing to aid us. What say you?
Can I speak with you a moment?
You have strength within you to inspire and deliver hope where there is none. You have proven this time and again. I ask now that you again assail Ostkern and tear their heart from them. Within the walls of the ruin there is a taskmaster who drives the orcs with fear and strength of arms. His evil knows no bounds, and his reign is unyielding. However, we have learned that his force is limited and the orcs' weapons they may collapse upon themselves. Go to Ostkern and collect weapons from the orcs you face. If you find their leader, slay him. Alright, perfect. So, I had thought we would be ready to go talk to Radagast and Hannah, but now we got a lot of different new quests. And Frederick the Elder has quests for us as well, but these ones we can skip for the moment, and only for the moment. So this would be the end of today's episode. Join me next time when we will travel to Ostkern and take care of the orcs and the orcs. And hopefully we will have enough time as well to go and talk with Hannah and Radagast. We'll find out on the next episode. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye. Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. On the previous episode we left off here. We are ready to head south to the area. Before we go there, however, if you see here on my chat window, I was checking some of the recipes we have a tailor and woodworker journal. Nothing to make there. And we have some dyes as well, turquoise, violet, and a greater colorant salt. That's great. But I never tried the I don't know. I'll tell you that because I see there requires a lot of materials. But if I remember correctly, most of those materials you can get from the supplier anyways. But in that case it would be a mana sink. So I don't know. Basically, it's the point I'm trying to make. I don't know the specifics of the potion crafting. And since that was a Celebrant potion and not an Atlas potion, I'm not quite interested in learning more. But anyways, let's continue towards Lost Turn. If you remember, we'll need to kill some orcs and wargs and collecting a few things as well. Burn this. And this also seems to be an area. Well, not as many scholar artifacts as on Urbinas in the previous episode, but still. Right away. There's a bloated corpse in here. Down here, so let's drop, break the leg. Continue looking. The elements we need to destroy are all here in the ground level, so I think we only need to go up to look for the leader of this encampment. This guy with us to the upper level. Still need to go here for the orc leader anyway, so legs today. Where's the target? Slaughter. Here's the last corpse we need.
I came too late to grieve and too early to Weathertop, where beyond my aid, the Witch King and his minions attacked Frodo, wounding him with a Morgul blade. Thankfully, Aragorn was there to save him.
Okay, and with that out of the way, we will only need, well, the Tarkip's Slaughterer, but we are also missing a few dreadful Tarkips. The archers. But let us look.
Tell me
for
what you
this
need
guy.
or move along.
Let's take care of these archers
How
as
can I
well.
be of service?
I do not ask much of you.
And
Will you let me speak
Alright.
my piece? I'll not be ignored.
one. Okay, here's the guy. Don't know why I missed it. Don't know how I missed it. Yes, yeah, I was right. I still had to come back here. Down. Now we're only missing the wargs. There are no wargs in
I
this
must
area,
bid you farewell for now.
but we can leave these ruins now and start looking for the orcs. For the wargs, actually. Sorry. So another broken leg, just to get out of here a little bit faster.
I fear there is little to be done. I have a
Go
tale to tell
Hunt
you.
some orcs. Here's the first one.
So, it has come to this. There is great evil here.
Right now we don't need to kill spiders, so maybe we can skip that. And instead focus on the wargs.
Stay and hear me out.
If we could find some of those.
Greetings.
this is the tedious part of work hunting on the lowlands. They are quite scattered across the area. I really don't want to go back to this little spot in here. There were plenty of works in there, if you remember from episode 15, was it? But I really don't feel like backtracking now. Okay, so finally here is another one of these guys. Just spam Death Strike in the hopes of completing that class deed today and have to bother or worry about it until we get battle memory, but I don't know when that's gonna be. Yeah, I remember this is how I got my class deeds with my first warden, basically spamming the same gambit over and over again until that it completed, but then you don't create a rotation using all the tools that you have. But that's something that I have been avoiding so far because we're so close to completing that class deed, and it will get us another trade point, so that would come in handy. Let me show you here. We have skill and power. We're missing just 6 more of those, and that will allow us to complete the tier 1 of the class deeds for another trade point. So I guess we only need to kill 1 or 2 more works, spamming that thing to get that done. And we can invest that trade point in extra light damage. That's also be really useful because, as you have seen, most of our gambits already are dealing light damage. Precise blow, war cry, shorty of death. I think those are the hand healers that we have so far, so it's really worth it to invest in light damage as a warden. Here's another work. Let's see if we can maybe get a critical hit with a critical strike. That's the annoying part of that deed. Really annoying. And I think that one's gonna get us a while. It's gonna take us a while. Where are they? And we're missing 5 to complete a quest. That's it, girlie. Run as fast as you can, man. With me, there's no strolls, just going as fast as we can. works. And perfect. Perfect, that's it. Skill and power, we have completed class dates tier 1. We've gotten another trade point. This is amazing, this is great. And now once again our class date tab doesn't require us to scroll down to be able to see all that we are working on at the moment. That's another plus. Let's invest this, apply this for light damage. And we're only missing 4 more of these words. To play hard to get, hard to find. So, but I think there is one nearby. This is one of the few fun spots that I have learned for works in the area. And there you have it. Okay, imagine how many times have I looked for works on the Lowlands for I to remember this particular spot in here. And imagine how many works have I killed on this spot precisely. This is one of the few reliable spots I have found for works. Almost there. Another one here, that's great. Perfect. And the last one I see right here. And on our way back as well, so that's great. Ready to return. I don't think this will be enough to get us to level 26. We shouldn't. We're halfway through, so like what, 8 or 9 more quests, I guess. Here's the first one.
Greetings.
A fine collection, one that shall inspire the people assuredly. They will know that this foe can be brought low, and they are the hero, and that you are the hero who has done so. The stretch of road will be somewhat safer, I think, and perhaps we can afford to send runners to clean up and gathering mounts with supplies for trade. Your efforts inspire and assist us all, Variathan. And what? This wristband.
What can I do for you?
Would you do something for me?
Though it will travel slowly, the news of your victory will spread, and the Eggline will come to know you. I offer you my thanks for all that you have done, and hope that you will continue to aid us into the future.
Greetings.
This looks like a good upgrade. While we get to level 27 to equip the other one that we got. And finally,
Greetings.
We shall see if the orcs are able to rally behind another or if they falter as we hope. Regardless, this has been a great victory. Your deeds will be recounted throughout the eggline and you will be known to all. I offer you my gratitude and the gratitude of my people. We wish to honor all that you have done for us, Berethan. As we have not much to offer, I hope this will suffice. A javelin, that would be nice. And finally we have this one in here.
What do you need?
You have our gratitude, friend. It pains many to know that the orcs have claimed the lives of many England who fought against them. We will breathe easier knowing that the winds will not carry pestilence from the south.
Would you do something for me?
Death, pestilence, and terror stalk us, Berethan. Two have been dealt with, thanks to your effort. The third still soars above us with ever-watchful eyes. It is the eyes that I want. I speak of the gore crows, the blackbirds with sharp beaks and piercing eyes. They are spies along the road east and west from this place, and they are ever vigilant. Take their eyes and they cannot see, and what they cannot see they cannot spread to their masters, the orc and half-breed. Seek the gore crows along the greatest road, and bring me their eyes to prove that the creatures will no longer speak of us to their fell masters.
Stay a moment.
We had a pen of boars once, poached now by orcs and spiders to the west and south. Frederick means to make peace and asks such a meager price to find that peace. Our stores will not hold long, and we need meat and water soon, or we will face famine. In the east, north of the road, you will find Dolby and a small encampment of our people. Find and speak with Northrend at his camp and assist him with his task. We must be well prepared for this new future. Alright. I think we're ready now to talk to Hannah here.
I don't know, Henry. I'm sure.
It's clearly to send you. He worries too much now that my sister is away. Ever since I took the statue of the lady, they have treated me differently. Even the visitor in Brown Grove treats me differently. They fuss about saying that they must protect me. I do not know how they can protect me from my dreams. It is true. I am frightened come the morning. I hear the swamp calling me at night. The woman makes the Nervik in the swamp sing to me. She is trying to bring me to her, and that is why my sister left. To find her and stop her. She is a bad person. I know she means me harm because her songs sing of blood and death. It is the Nervik they sing for her. I don't tell anyone, but I can hear the Nervik singing my name even now.
I don't know if you can help me.
We came upon the maiden in the waters north beyond the wall. She was wrapped in vines and tattered robes and smiled beautifully before she finished and shook the water apart and drove us from the swamp. She courted me, though only a moment, before my sister found me, but I saw the hatred in her eyes. She means me harm and sends the Nervik to hold me to her. Help me, can you help me? The Nervik are in the east, in the blood mile, rubbing their legs and singing the songs she sang to me, calling for me to come. Please, help me. Bring me their legs so that I know they will no longer sing my name. What no problems. I don't know, maybe we'll go back to the Forsaken Inn. I'm not sure if that's the case. We'll take the quest from Hannah and Frederick, but that quest will basically take us to Repentance. And here we are at last. It's Radagast, the brand. The eggline let you in, did they? I have been expecting you, though sooner rather than later. You have in fact taken your time. I understand you found something upon Weathertop. This raving, I do believe it is a Gia rune, a mark-off used by Gandalf the Great, another of my order. I guessed from the description of those 3 lines that he was Anunsul on October the 3rd, not but a few days past. I too saw the lightning upon Weathertop and feared that Gandalf found trouble there. I have not seen him since we parted at Sarn's Ford, so I can tell you no more of him or his travels.
Well
Of
met.
this place I can tell you much, but make reason of very little.
Will you help me?
The land itself is turning against us, and I know not the reason why. Even the shepherds are twisted shadows of their former selves. I speak of the bog prowlers, those that tend to the trees. If I can discern what is twisting the shepherds, I might be able to determine what is found in the land. Bring me the moths that they used to line their nests. They roam the swamp to the east of here. Remember, I do not wish to harm the shepherds, no matter how confused they appear. They are innocent victims of the corruption, and now I know not the harm they do. Alright. So we're ready to go to the swamp now. Start working towards the epic once again. So yeah, I always thought it's kinda funny, kinda curious how epic skips. I mean, the epic is about the Lowlands. It makes you go to the Lowlands, but then it skips most of the Lowlands. The epic would only have you do some things here at Weathertop, vector you to Forsaken Inn, vector you to Lost Growth, but there is a lot of area the epic doesn't cover. And that is something that caused me trouble the first time I did this. If you remember, I was telling you a couple episodes back, I did this area back when the Lowlands was not free to play, and as such I was extremely under leveled when I come to this area, and all these enemies, look, on level 25 they were a challenge. Well, they are supposedly a challenge now. They were definitely a challenge back then. Being level 22, level 23, trying to do a level 28 area. It was brutal, especially because the bog prowlers, they aren't still right now. You cannot see them, but they would aggro on you if you are too low of a level. So getting one of these nests basically meant giving it my all as a captain back in the day, using all the tools that I have to just kill one of the guys. And if you were unlucky enough to have two of those guys aggro on you at the same time, then you were done for. It was really, really hard. Luckily, as I told you as well, there was a sale on the Lowlands shortly after, so I was able to level up and come back here. And this is an area where we will also get our first race team. We already have here whites in the Lowlands, but we have the enmity of the dead. And that one are definitely gonna complete shortly. Now the guy that we just passed, it's a new addition to the newest addition, I think. If I understand correctly, this guy was added with the Black Book of Mordor. What class is sent here for the Black Book? Loremaster? I'm not sure. But he is there to guide you if your class is sent here for the Black Book. As a warden, well, I'm getting way ahead of myself, but as a warden, the Black Book of Mordor is going to send you to Annuminos, to the Tomb of Elendor. And that is one of the reasons why I chose to do the Gondorian Warden, which is something that I also mentioned on the preliminary wards video. This is one of the many evidences I have Warden is better suited for a man of Gondor. So we have here a Count War Singer. The epic is gonna have us kill one of these guys, 3 of these guys shortly, and this was when I was doing this with my captain, a level 23 captain, or 22. That's when I called it quits. I tried many different ways of killing the guy. I was not able to do it. Captain DPS has never been great, and if you are 5 levels below the guy, I don't think you have much hope. Or at least you didn't have much hope back in the day. Alright, so we're missing 3 more nests in the area. Let's see if we can find them really quick. Here's one. I think there was another one here. Yeah. There they are. Perfect. Now we technically could return to Radagast and Hana, but as you see here, we still have some Crevanais pending, and we can also go to Northrim and Tolbag and get some quests on the area. But I think Northrim, I think he's gonna send you to kill whites. I'm not sure, so let's double check. Let's start looking for the Crevine. They should be here. Let's see, on the horizon. Here.
Well met.
That's one. Here's the second one. See if I can find another one nearby. Uphill there should be a couple more at least. Happening with distance sphere, but I mean it's the only mastery that's giving me trouble, that it's lagging, so I don't know what's going on with it. Go. Maybe there's another one here. There should be, right? Or else we can wait for them to respawn. Maybe.
What can I do for you?
Danrik is a good man and his words are true. We must prepare for the dark future ahead. As my companion, Wenreda, will tell you, the ruins of Landelu have grown darker than ever we have seen. My task is mundane but necessary. We require water bladders and food, as moving a large number of people from one location to another may take longer than we have to find new sources of fresh water and food. To make these bladders and feed our people, we will need a creature untouched by corruption. The boars in these eastern stretches will suffice. There are many boars east along the road, but a handful of burrows can be found where the hills rise on the north and south sides of the road. Once again, killing boars.
Might I take a moment of your time?
And collecting the water. Before you leave Beriathan, I would ask one other small task, left over from the last folk who stopped